Still pretty early on a Sunday morning, as you can see up there, 24th, Sunday, 24th of September 2017, on a Sunday morning, 9:30 right now. I have been out bike riding already, got a coffee and a roll, you call it in England. Anyway, so I can, let's call it a bit of a summary, but I will also show you some real precious, or give you some more precious advices, or even a compilation possibility, so you can compile the prices yourself. And as soon as you're there, you can start betting. But kind of a summary, or if you would, whatever I've done here, and you want to track back how far did we get, because I was trying to introduce to you the how to start winning at the market, or how to become professional, or more and more professional, improve your bettings. And you can see here it's not so many calls and it's not so many likes. So this would be kind of course, motivation for me. If you leave a comment, if you leave a like, whatever it is, if you don't like it, you can also leave a comment. But of course, somehow you're interested in making some instant money. And as I pointed out, it's not going to be that easy. It's pretty hard work. But if we proceed with this, then maybe we will get there. So anyway, of course, I would like you to share. Now we come to a famous problem. I mean, people say when they found a system to beat lotto or roulette or something like that, then they write books about it, so they want to sell the book. But why wouldn't they apply their system? So it would make much more sense if there were a system to apply it. But I've come to a point now, after 30 years, they say, okay, I'm ready to share my knowledge with you or anyone in the community, anyone in the world, actually, because I think it's just something that needs to be preserved, and this is my motivation. But of course, you see here not so many calls, not so many views, and not so many likes nor comments. There are just a few. You're not obliged to do that, but the more I get of that, the better, of course, to improve future videos. And also what you would really like to know. What you would like to have is money growing on trees, or the money print machine does not exist. I can't provide that. And I'm going through some bets with you, which I've done already. And and I can do this again. I gave you those hints, and that's why I brought this up here. When I do the review here, I've done that in German and English language. Not so many people watching it, but it's very valuable. But on the other hand, how would you make money with it? I can't tell you in one go. It's not one single step you're gonna take and then you win money. The professional betting precious advices. Okay, some more calls, some comments on it, but this is very valuable to watch it. So you will, but it will be the precious advices are coming a bit later on. So you got to be patient watching it. But I left this in a comment on it. So professional betting reverse odds. All I'm saying here is you got to know how to work out those reverse odds. It's one step of, when you make an education, you don't learn everything in one go. It's just one step I think you need to take, but I'm getting back to those. Roll the dice. Also, one very basic understanding of probabilities and how the bookies are trying to make their money. Go watch it, leave a comment, leave a like, or share it, or something like that, right? Because but the common problem I wanted to point out is this one: people writing books. Why wouldn't they apply the system? Why would I do this? The problem is what I can imagine here. I mean, you might have the impression I'm trying to hide some of my secrets. I'm not doing this. But it's what comes up to, or what the suspicion could be, right? And what I would like to ask you, or think about it. If you would know and understand something I'm showing you here, what would you do? Would you say, oh, rather hide it away? I want to know this, I want to use it, I want to make money, but I would not give this to anyone else. So this is the problem why I'm afraid of it. I mean, my motivation would be you like it, you spread it, you watch it, you take something from it, and you become a better punter and maybe a successful punter. But if you are not ready to share it, then I have to, this is the counter effect or whatever. This is reducing my spreading of my knowledge, the chance, right? If I go to the Ärgernisse, that's in German, okay. But anyway, I would wish to talk a lot more about football, and if you would be interested, I mean, there's a lot. It's okay. What I understand about football and what I think about the rules, referees, and all those surrounding stuff, and usually you did not hear those things. I'm the way I see them, and it's a grown knowledge of over 50 years now, which I'm watching and really also about the stats and stuff and following the football. How to compare prices, introducing probability concept. It's all this stuff um, about the basics of this betting market. You need to understand. You wouldn't be successful otherwise. I mean, simply say who's gonna win. Ask me who's gonna win. I have no idea. All I can do is I compile I compile somehow a probability for a team to win. And this is here what the probability concept and how to compare prices. There's been an example, but there was the check the quality of your bets when you add up the reverse of the odds to get the minimum hits you need to be even. So it's very important that you trace or you track you take them down, you record your bets and compare how many hits you needed, how many hits you got. If you're coming close, you're about to maybe make some money. If you're exceeding it, you're gonna win money, but you need it in the long run. If you're below it, you have to improve. Don't go with the heavy favorites, things like that, right? This is big wins, heavy. No, sorry. This was the system, and now the here. Simple combination bet example, simple combination bet heavy favorites. When I pointed out, you won't make money with the big favorites. On the other hand, there are the biggest favorites. Maybe there is still market somehow getting wrong. But this year I'm talking about Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man United, and all those teams that everyone likes, so to say, because you think they are going to win, so you bet them. But market will not have a winning margin available for you. In selected games, maybe, but not a general approach. Okay, anyway, this was like kind of a summary, and we're 8 minutes, I'm ready. So to show you this example here of how to compile prices, and I have to say this is really, I mean, this is a real secret. And okay, this is what you really. So what I did here was getting the table of the Premier League from last season. It's just one, this is a random order here. It's just the way it's stored in my database. I don't know. I just exported this in the way it had been in my database. I could of course sort it here, but I haven't done that, which is not important. But this is what Arsenal did, home and away, Liverpool, and so on. So all these teams you all know, maybe like or dislike, no idea. On the other hand, okay, so this probability concept, this is valid everywhere. No, this calculation here you can forget about. I'll talk about this one here. So this is like calculation in chess. I mean, there's this silly 3-point rule where you get 3 points for a win, and whoever installed it, they don't know why they've done it, and they are not checking what the effects have been. They just said it. It's unjust, and it's not a good rule, and I'm fully against this rule, and I can argue about it, but I don't want to do this here. Anyway, just to tell you, it's no effect from the 3-point rule, so no more goals or anything worked out what they thought about. So if they want more goals, they virtually should just apply the rules, but that's a different story. Okay, anyway, this is calculated with a 2-point rule, or rather with a chess rule, let's say like 14 wins, 3 draws, that's 15.5 out of 19. This is more or less what they did, right? 2 points or 1 point for a win, half a point for a draw, makes no big difference. But they scored like 81.6% at home. They make like 50. They have more wins than losses, so it's above 50% and so on. So this is for every team the record of the percentage of points they won, be it from 2 points or from 1 point like in chess. It makes no difference. Here is the calculation of how many points they won compared to how many they did not win. This figure, 81.6% divided by 18.4. So this is how good they are compared to how bad they are. I don't know how to express it otherwise. It's a figure you need. It's 81.6% they make, 18.4% they do not win. So this is, divide this by this. I did not put the figure here, but I can of course do it. 1 minus this, so that's 18.4. So this would be, and now we needed the percent and stuff like that. But anyway, this is this divided by this. How many do they make percent, and how many they don't make? And this is here away. So this is for every team. And now we are already there to compile prices, so to say. I mean, not quite, but close to. We're very close to. And this is what I've done here. So this is a formula, okay? I can show you here. No, it's not pointing here, it's not referring it to this, but I'm gonna explain to you. So they are 4.4 times better at home than the opponents are. They are 4. This divided by this. And this is Liverpool away from home. 1.92, because they had a lot of wins, 10 wins, 4 losses. So this is like 65.8%, divide 65.8 by 34.2. Oh, sorry. Right, you divide this by this and you get this. So this is how good they are. This is how good they are. Arsenal, when they play Liverpool, they are playing, so to say, a side which is better than average. So they are not going to win the 81.6%, obviously. So they are winning less than those 81.6%. Because if they play Bournemouth, they would exceed this 81.6%, right? If they played the worst side on the road, Hull, they would come close to 100%, but only, of course, in 95, maybe something like that. We could set up this pairing to calculate this. Anyway, you divide, more or less, you divide this value by this value. So you know, because Arsenal are at home still better than Liverpool away, so to say. Right? They are 2.3 times better. And now you have to do this into, you have to calculate this into 100%. And you have to 1 plus this. It's a simple formula. You can yeah. So this is what Liverpool are gonna record. 1 divided by 1 plus this, because you need to come to 100%. If you it's simple calculation, so to say. And here you see these two values. That's 30.28%. That's 9. So Arsenal are gonna so to say, they will have 69.7% from this game, and Liverpool will have 30.28. They need to be, that needs to be in the relationship that they are good here and they are also good, but they are not gonna win these 81.6%. This is the mathematical function for that. Now, the last step would be, but I'm not gonna do this now. We have the 15 minutes now, and I'm trying to stick to that. And still, we are very close to. All we need to know is make a calculation of how many draws there will be. But at least you know how these percentage those two teams will share. And this formula, if anyone heard about it, ELO, this is used in chess. This is far superior, this formula, to the ELO formula, because this is the simple formula, and this is 100% correct this year. So I'll leave you with this for now, and I hope you took something from it, and I hope you leave a comment, leave a like, or share it even, or subscribe, or whatever it is. But I need that feedback as well, so you somehow you're making use of it, and you give some feedback. That's what I need. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, and hope you come back, and we'll see you soon, anytime soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.